Mao Zedong remains one of the most influential figures of the 20th century, whose leadership fundamentally reshaped China's political, economic and social landscape. As the founding father of the People's Republic of China, Mao implemented radical policies that altered the course of Chinese history. His legacy is a complex mix of achievements and failures marked by ideological zeal, revolutionary struggle and controversial policies. Born in 1893 in Hunan province, Mao Zedong grew up in a peasant family. His exposure to classical Chinese literature, combined with an increasing interest in revolutionary ideas, led him to reject traditional Confucian values in favor of radical political thought. After attending Hunan First Normal University, Mao became involved in nationalist and communist movements, influenced by the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. Mao was a founding member of the Chinese Communist Party in 1921. He believed that China's revolution should be rooted in the peasantry rather than the urban proletariat, as Marxist doctrine traditionally suggested. This belief would later shape his strategies and distinguish him from other communist leaders. The early years of the CCP were marked by conflicts with the ruling Kuomintang. In 1927, Chiang Kai-shek launched a brutal suppression of communists, forcing Mao and his followers into hiding. Mao's leadership of the Red Army during the Jiangxi Soviet period demonstrated his military prowess, but it was the Long March from 1934 to 1935 that cemented his status as the undisputed leader of the CCP. This grueling 6,000-mile retreat, which saw the communist forces evade KMT encirclement, was a defining moment in Chinese revolutionary history. It allowed Mao to consolidate his power and establish his ideological and military strategies. Following World War II, the Chinese Civil War between the CCP and KMT resumed. Mao's strategy of guerrilla warfare and mass mobilization, coupled with the KMT's corruption and declining support, led to the communist victory in 1949. On October 1, 1949, Mao proclaimed the establishment of the People's Republic of China, marking the beginning of communist rule in China. Chiang Kai-shek and his supporters retreated to Taiwan, setting the stage for ongoing tensions between the mainland and Taiwan. One of Mao's most ambitious economic initiatives, the Great Leap Forward, aimed to rapidly transform China from an agrarian society into an industrial powerhouse. It involved the collectivization of agriculture and the establishment of communes to increase production. However, unrealistic quotas, poor planning and natural disasters led to catastrophic food shortages. The resulting famine caused millions of deaths, making it one of the deadliest policies in human history. Despite its failure, Mao's insistence on rapid industrialization and self-sufficiency remained a central tenet of his vision for China. In an effort to reassert his authority and purify the party from what he saw as capitalist and revisionist influences, Mao launched the Cultural Revolution. He mobilized the Red Guards, young radicalized students, to attack perceived enemies of the revolution, leading to widespread chaos, persecution, and destruction of cultural artifacts. Intellectuals, party officials, and even ordinary citizens were subjected to public humiliation, imprisonment, or execution. The Cultural Revolution paralyzed China's economy and educational system, leaving deep scars on Chinese society that persist to this day. Mao's China played a significant role in Cold War geopolitics. Initially aligned with the Soviet Union, relations soured in the 1960s due to ideological and strategic differences, leading to the Sino-Soviet split. Mao later sought rapprochement with the United States, culminating in President Richard Nixon's historic visit to China in 1972. This diplomatic shift paved the way for China's eventual opening to the global economy under Mao's successors. Mao Zedong died in 1976, leaving behind a divided legacy. He is revered in China as a revolutionary hero who liberated the country from foreign domination and unified it under communist rule. His policies laid the groundwork for China's modernization, but they also resulted in immense human suffering and economic setbacks. The Chinese government officially recognizes Mao's contributions while acknowledging his mistakes, portraying him as 70% right and 30% wrong. Despite the controversies surrounding his rule, Mao's impact on China and the world remains profound. His political ideology, Maoism, continues to influence communist movements worldwide, and his leadership set the stage for China's emergence as a global superpower. Whether viewed as a visionary leader or a ruthless dictator, Mao Zedong's place in history is undeniable. For more bite-sized bits of blistering history, please like and subscribe.